Tapi orang kata we can bring the horse to water. Tapi usahawan ni kadang-kadang ada fikiran sendiri, dia nak cara dia sendiri. Jadi akar media sosial ni tolonglah kongsikan pandangan media sosial dan akar umbi media baru ni kepada macam mana kita nak hasilkan usahawan. Are we doing it right?
Excuse me. Well, I've been observing the social media scene, and all youths are there. We are one of the most active users on Facebook, yes, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, you name it, they're all there. And it's very interesting how I see a shift, especially ever since Magic has been introduced as of last year. You see a lot of them trying to get into it. It's become accessible. Funding, people. When you want to start a startup, now you can just look for a coder, a co-founder, and all these things. So it makes it now so much easier to start on your own. So last time maybe it's a lot harder. I mean, all this mortar and bricks kind of business, you need 500,000 ringgit to start. But now, even with zero budget, you can now start your own business, especially on e-commerce. So I think I was afraid last year at the same time. When the budget 2014 was announced, I thought we are doing all this, but will the entrepreneurs step up? Isn't it? I was worried. But now I'm not too worried because, I was at Magic launch. I saw the startup teens coming up. I saw my own friends, the 25 to 30-year-olds coming up. I saw even my corporate friends. Yeah. I come from a young corporate Malaysian, so I know these people, and they've left the company because they want to start on their own. Yeah. And this is all across all race. Huh? Yeah, I mean, you see my Chinese friend, my Malay friend, my Indian friend, and of course my all Malaysians. Yeah, I see them all coming into this, and it's great. It's great to see that we are not disappointed by the fact that they took up the challenge and they are doing it now.
But we want it to be faster, bigger, more quantum leap. If you look at America, I mean, they have Stanford behind them. And Stanford can come up with statistics to say that over the decades they have produced, if they are a country, they might be the top 10 country in terms of size of GDP, for example. So where would our strength be for the ecosystem to help nurture? Yes, we can leave them to chance, but why do that when we can help shape the ecosystem to make sure they survive better?
Well, that's a great question because I mean, many years ago, Startup Malaysia brought what I call it Silicon Valley down to Malaysia. And while it was a great initiative, it didn't start a lot of things. I mean, in the end, we just listened to all these Americans, the Europeans, they all share about their ideas. But it's very different. It's very different in Asia, especially in Malaysia. We got different markets to tap onto again. We got all kinds of people. We got different languages. It's very difficult. We're not English educated. I mean, we are all not English educated. We got Malay, and then we got the Chinese, the Tamil.
During grade, I had to sit in a discussion thanks to Cheryl.
Yeah.
There's this non-Muslim entrepreneur, technopreneur from Scandinavia, failed there, came here and doing great for Muslim products online.
That's right. So you see, I mean, while that didn't happen, Magic, and of course, I was really happy to see that the budget now puts a lot of emphasis on even making Malaysia a startup nation. For not just for Malaysia but also for all the other regions, Indonesia, Philippines.